pre-Halloween. I am Benita Charles, and I am back for another episode of Singing Tips. I hope everyone is doing well. I decided to dress up for Halloween today. So this costume, dress up. So this is my Halloween costume. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. I wanted to come back for another episode of Singing Tips. Last week we had a really good show. My producer Jason Thompson was on the show last week, and he was talking about the video Never Ever Give Up, his process, and just kind of how he went about doing the video. So that was exciting. Hi Wayne, thanks so much for coming in. Yeah, so last week, I was just saying that last week we did a show with the producer of my video, Never Ever Give Up, Jason Thompson. That was really fun. And I also put the snippet of the website, the episode on YouTube. So you can go to my YouTube channel, Benita Charles, and see the full, his interview regarding the creative process. It's also on my website, benitacharles.com. Go to my blog, and it's there. But yeah, so I wanted to come back for another regular episode of Singing Tips. We've been talking about email marketing. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Benita Charles, and every week I come in and I give singing tips, business tips to those who have a dream. And this show is designed for artists, but a lot of these tips are universal tips, and it can apply to anyone who's pursuing a dream, who has a business. So this show is for everyone. And I wanted to I have my elevator pitch that I created with you guys a few weeks ago, and this is my new intro for Singing Tips that I've been doing every week. Hi, I see Shay is here. Hello, thanks so much for coming in. Singing Tips Live by Benita Charles is an artist development teaching program to enable music artists to take control of their careers. This weekly show on Facebook Live allows artists to learn the show part and the business part of show business, the process. By learning the process, artists are able to ensure their success. Thank you. Thanks so much for coming in. I'm glad you're here. So I was just telling everyone at the top of the show that this is my Halloween costume. It's called Let's Play Dress Up. So I hope everyone all the kiddies have a great Halloween. Get lots of candy, but in moderation. But yeah, so I figured for Halloween I would dress up. So this is my Halloween costume. Now, on Singing Tips, we've been talking about the show part. Gangster, yeah. Yeah, well, I said, you know what? For Halloween, I want to do something. So this is what I came up with. Gangster, I like that. So, yeah, we've been talking about email marketing here on Singing Tips, and if anyone don't know what email marketing is, it's the use of email to develop relationships with your potential clients, or in my case, my fans. Also, for existing clients and fans as well. And the type of emails that you can send are newsletters, promotional campaigns, invitational emails, catalog emails, lead nurturing emails, which is an email that will spark the interest for people to further investigate your product. So I've been working on my newsletter, my Singing Tips newsletter, and that's one of the things. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had told you that I heard a guru online who said you should write out your goals. He said twice a day. I'm having a hard time doing it once a day, but once a day is great. And one of the things on my list was a newsletter. So being that I've been talking about email marketing for the last few weeks, I figured I would use this opportunity to work on my own newsletter for Singing Tips. So we had a few tips. This is part 4, actually, this show that we have now, because we've had a series of shows on email marketing in terms of what it is, why you need it, And we had one show we talked about the different email providers. So, and then I just want to give a few little tips. So one of the articles that I found on email marketing, it said for you to first sign up your family and friends, because that's the easiest people to get to. But you have to you have to make sure that it's okay for them to sign up for the list. You can't just sign up people's names. It's not, that's just not the way to do it. Create a separate inbox or folder for your potential email signups. It says bribe them onto your list, which means give them an incentive. Hi, Nabucco, thanks so much for coming on. Give them an incentive to want to, oh, hi, Benita, how are you? To want to be on your list. So you would say, for me as an artist, I'd say, oh, I'll give you a free download for your email list, that kind of thing. Trade another band artist, like trade lists and cross promote with other lists, because sometimes you can reach people that you wouldn't normally reach. Go mobile, start a text message list. I know there's a lot of people now that's using text in terms as opposed to email, or they use both, which is a good way. Some people don't mind. Hi, dear, how are you? Some people don't mind giving their phone number. I actually am on one person's list. She's her name is Ashley Ann, and she does events. But she's always on Periscope, and she gives a lot of, she actually is going to be moving towards, I think, Facebook now, but she gives a lot of business lessons, and I signed up for her text message, and I'll get a little text message saying, oh, I'm going live, or oh, I have this offer, that kind of thing. And then schedule a set time each week for growing your list, for reaching out to people. So this week, I wanted to share with you guys because, and also we did a show on the different email service providers, because you need a service for this. You can't use Google or Yahoo, because as your list grows, you will have hundreds and hundreds of people, and those email services don't allow for large groups. So you need a service provider. So I had a list of a few. MailChimp, let's see, no, that was number 4, sorry. Constant Contact, I know you guys heard of that, because they're always promoting online. Benchmark, GetResponse, MailChimp, Remarketing. These Constant Contact, ConvertKit, Aweber. There's another one called Infusionsoft. Now that's when you have a huge list. ConvertKit as well. When you have a huge list of names, like over 100,000 names, then and I think there's another one called Entreport. Those cost like at least $200 a month. So so this show is mainly about, oh, thanks for the hearts. So this show is mainly about what I decided upon. Hi, Sterling. Thanks so much for coming in. So what we're talking about is email marketing. We've been talking about this for the last few weeks, and email marketing is a good way to reach people, reach your core fans, because if someone wants to be on your email list, they definitely want your product and service. If you're just coming in, this is my Halloween costume. It's called Dress Up. And Donnie said gangster. I like that. I like that one even better. But so we're talking about email marketing, and so this show I wanted to just, I'm so excited because I finally decided on, hi Steven, thanks so much for coming in. I decided on the email service provider that I wanted. Now I gave you a list of names. Now you could just Google email service providers, and you can find out, the various ones, and you see which ones fit your needs. But I decided on MailChimp. Now, MailChimp is, they have a free service, and I think their list, I'm not exactly sure, but I know you can have a lot of names on their free service. But I actually signed up for their paid service, but it's still a pretty low fee. It's $10 a month, but you get landing pages, you get a automation kind of services. So I decided to go with MailChimp, and I wanted to get the landing pages because I'm going to eventually have e-commerce and that kind of thing. So I'm so excited. I created my first landing page, and if you go to bit.ly/Singing Tips BC, you can sign up for the Singing Tips newsletter. So I'm really excited about that because I've been saying I'm going to do it, and I've had this show for 2 years, and now I said I'm definitely going to have a Singing Tip newsletter, and I'm going to reach out to my subscribers regularly just to give you some singing tips, to give you, let you know what's coming up on the show. If there's any, when I get my book together, that's going to be, so that's what you need your email list for. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm so excited. I finally got it. And I was so proud. I worked on my little landing page. That's what I like about MailChimp. You can create landing pages, and what a landing page is, it's just one page website. It just has a few little text information, and then there's a box where you can put your email in, and it captures the email. So that's what a landing page is, and those are really good to have. And so I'm excited. So I'm really excited for you guys to sign up. It's bit.ly/Singing Tips BC. That's Singing Tips BC. So when you go to that website, you'll see my landing page, and it'll say, welcome, thank you so much for, your signing up or whatever. But I'm just excited that it took me a little bit of time to do it. But now I can communicate with you guys outside of this show. If there's, any updates or anything I wanted to let you guys know, I can do it through email. And that's the beauty of having your own email service, because what if something happens to Facebook? We wouldn't have any way to communicate, and that's why you need an email list. You need your own email list. It's great to be on social media. It's great to, I'm pretty much on social media more so than sending email. But, oh, hi, Shanae. Thanks so much for coming in. Oh, cousin Trina. Oh, thank you, guys. So if you're just coming in, this is Singing Tips. My name is Benita Charles. And every week I come in and I give singing tips. I give business tips to artists, to people who have businesses, to help them succeed and just keep on pressing on. And this show is divided in two parts. There's a show part and a business part in show business. We pretty much were in the show part for 2 years. But there's a lot to cover, because in the show part, it's everything that happens in front of on the stage and in front of the stage. So it's your talent, it's your appearance, it's live performing, it's getting that experience, it's writing, creating the music, and then the business part is everything behind the scenes, behind the stage. And we talked about selling. We talked about the section we're in now is marketing and promotion. So all of the things that we've been talking about has had to do with marketing yourself, promoting yourself. And we're talking about email marketing because it's a part of marketing, but it's an important part because this is your core fan base. This is these are the people that's on your email list. These are people who will more than likely buy from you, who will more than likely, they want to know what you have to offer. They want to know all about your business. And this is your core fan base. So this is why you need a mailing list. And it's taken me all this time, but because I've been working with you guys, I finally did it. So I'm really proud. This is one of the things that's on my list to do was my newsletter. I got my website together. BenitaCharles.com is up and running. Now the Singing Tips newsletter is on the way. So thank you guys so much for your support. As I said earlier, last week we did an interview with my producer for Never Ever Give Up, Jason Thompson. It was a really good show. I have the clip on YouTube. So, actually it's on BenitaCharles.com. So go to my website and on my blog, and you can see the full interview there, and as well as a link to the video, Never Ever Give Up, my first music video. Hi Mars, thanks so much for coming in. My first music video. I'm so excited. We're at 1,138 views, and these are organic views, so I'm really excited about it. And so last week was the first celebration because we had 1,000. So every 1,000, when we get to 2,000, we'll be celebrating again. So every 1,000 we're going to celebrate. But I want to thank you guys for sharing the video. Oh, hi Don, thanks so much for coming in. I want to thank you guys for your support of Singing Tips, of the music. You are so incredible. You guys are really pushing me along. You are inspiring me. I'm getting more done with you than by myself. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the love. I really appreciate it, guys. So that's what this show is all about. Since we've been talking about email marketing for the last few weeks, I just want to share with you that I decided to go with MailChimp. Oh, thanks for the heart, dear. I decided to go with MailChimp. They're pretty reasonable. And for what you get, you get a lot for the money, and there's some more expensive email providers, but I wanted to start small. I didn't want to do anything until my list gets huge. I'm not going to go with anything expensive. But MailChimp offers AWeber, I think it's AWeber. They have a good blog. So if you're interested in learning more about email marketing and how to put your email together, they have a good blog in terms of how to and information. So I think MailChimp does too, but AWeber has some really good articles. But it's worth looking into. But so I'm not gonna hold you guys up. I know normally I have these really long singing tips, but this one was more about just sharing my excitement with the fact that I finally am getting my newsletter together for Singing Tips. I'm working on a book now for the song Never Ever Give Up. So I'm working on that book now, and I'm pretty much finished, but I have some finishing touches to do. But eventually I do want to get to my Singing Tips book. So that's on the horizon, but I got to get my Never Ever. So the Never Ever Give Up book is a companion to the song Never Ever Give Up. So I want you to listen to the song. It's very inspirational, and the book, a lot of the headings, the titles, it's the lyrics from the song, so it complements the song. So that's what I'm working on now, and it's just to further encourage everyone to just keep on pushing, keep on trying, and let's get it done. And I like the fact that we're doing it together. So every week we're going to be doing something together. So we got our emails together. If you're interested in email marketing, I'd suggest you Google. There's so much information on it. But email is still good. I have people who tell me sometimes they don't go on social media. They rather go to their emails. So don't sleep on email. It's still good. So I just wanted to encourage you all. Thank you so much. As I said, you can go to BenitaCharles.com. You can link to all my social media. My video is there. My music is there. So everything is there. And I also created a Singing Tip page. It's coming soon right now that says, but I'm going to have some information on that. So I was excited about that too. See, you guys are inspiring me. I'm getting so much done. I really appreciate it. So I want you guys to have a wonderful, all the kids. Hi, Vikita. Thank you so much for coming in. I want all the kiddies to have some fun, oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Safe, happy Halloween. I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your weekend. It's a record for me because we normally have a long singing tip, but this show was more about just letting you guys know that hi darling, how are you? That I finally got this newsletter together. The site is if you go to bit.ly, singing tips BC, bit.ly, singing tips BC. You can see my little landing page that I created today and sign up for the Singing Tips newsletter, and you will get a free, it's a picture, but I do have it in as a card, a PDF form, but it's the top 10 singing tips. So if you sign up for the Singing Tips newsletter, you will get the top 10 singing tips. So these are, and I'm planning to do some other things with the top 10 singing tips. I won't really say right now, don't want to just jinx myself, but this is my list of what I feel like is the top 10 singing tips. So hopefully you will sign up, and I'm testing this right now, so I would love to see if you know how it works. So please sign up if you can. Bit.ly, Singing Tips BC, the Singing Tips newsletter, and I will be promoting that link each show now, since we have established that this is for the Singing Tips newsletter. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. So I think I'm pretty sure this is going to wrap up email marketing. We've been doing this for the last few weeks, but it's really important, just so you know, email is still really important. I'll give you a perfect example before I go. So there was a shop that I shopped at here at the Brookfield Place here in New York City, and it was a jewelry store, Satya, I believe it's called. So I signed up for their mailing list, and I would get their updates, but they're no longer here in New York, or at least in this location. But I still get their updates. I still can get information on the company. I still can, I still know what's going on because I'm on their email list. And I thought that was a perfect example because if I wasn't on their email list, maybe I could go online, maybe I could Google them and find their website. But I get the emails, oh, hi, Auntie, thanks so much, Robert, thanks so much for coming in. I get their up-to-date emails. I don't have to go to their website. So that's a perfect example of why it is important to have, especially if you have a business, it's important. Another company, it's called T2. They're a tea. I love tea, so they do special teas, different teas. I'm on their mailing list. I went to their store. I bought a bag of tea. It's like the loose tea, and they have all kinds of they have saucers and cups and different things. But I signed up for their mailing list, and now I get, if they have new products or if they have new things receptacles for your teas. I'm the first to know. So that's a perfect example. If you have a business, you definitely need your own mailing list. So here I am. I'm not going to, I'm promoting these mailing lists. Just to let you know, it's important. But thank you guys so much. Again, that's bit.ly, Singing Tips BC for the Singing Tips newsletter, and you will get the top 10 singing tips. So hopefully you guys sign up. Thanks to all the new people who've come in. If you're just coming in and you're not sure what's going on, my name is Benita Charles, and this is a show that I do every week. I've been doing this for the last 2 years, believe it or not. This is my second year in Singing Tips, and we've covered a lot of ground in 2 years. We talked about everything, like just your talent, getting your singing together, finding a voice teacher, taking care of your voice, writing your own music, releasing your music, what else? Your image and your message, what your image is. It's your message. It's not only your appearance, it's your behavior. It's all kinds of things. We talked about the artist mindset, getting your mind together. We talked about having the business mindset, selling and different things. So when you think about it, there's so much to being successful. It's not just, You know, if you're talented, that's great, but you got to develop your talent. You know, you have to promote. Like, we're in marketing and promotion now. If no one, you can have the best voice in the world, you can have the best product in the world, but if no one knows about it, it's going to go, you won't sell anything. So that's why marketing and promotion, I've been in this section the longest than any of the other sections. It's so vast, there's so much to it, but it's so important. My first CD, I said I wasn't going to talk long, and here I am running my mouth. Sorry, guys. But my first CD, I didn't market it, and it was pretty good. I mean, I have to say for myself, it was pretty good, but no one knew about it. So that's why marketing is so important. Your email list is so important, because this is your core fan base. And these people will follow you. You know, if you're not on Facebook anymore, if you're not on Instagram anymore, they'll still get your email. So it's so important. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. As I said, I hope the kiddies have a safe, happy Halloween. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for all the new people who've come in. Welcome to Singing Tips. All of my core Singing Tips fans, thank you guys so much for your constant support. It really means the world to me, and because of you, I've got my mojo back. I thank you so much. I am just I'm a lot more focused, and you know, it does help. When you help someone else, you help yourself. So you guys help me more than you know. So I'm going to close now. I said that before. Oh, thank you, Auntie. I really appreciate it. Because, I mean, honestly, you really don't know. You guys have, hi, Don. You guys really motivate me to be my best. And also just to carry on. And as the song says, never ever give up. And it really does help to have people who are supporting each other. So I don't mind if you guys have a business and you want to put your links in. I don't mind, because you know, we have to support each other. And we're talking about marketing and promotion. That's what this section is all about. And someone who don't know you, you may reach someone who don't know you. So I'm one of those people. I don't mind sharing. So like I said, if you want, during the course of the broadcast, if you want to put in your link to your business, by all means, let's support each other, you know. And it's all about marketing and promoting yourself. If no one knows what you do, it's not going to go anywhere. So we're all talking about, like I said before, I really think, thank you so much for the heart, the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I mean it. But I think this is going to wrap up email marketing. I'll let you know for sure. But I think we've had like pretty much, this is number 4, so we've been doing this for about a month. So I think we've said all we can say about email marketing. But so I will think that's about a wrap. But it's important. So I'll see you next time. Thanks so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. Go to benitacharles.com for all the information about my music and my video. To sign up for the Singing Tips newsletter, go to bit.ly Singing Tips BC and let me know what you think of my landing page I created. So thank you guys so much. I will see you next time on Singing Tips.